Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Broder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. And I'm laughing at myself because it's now May, and I still think, okay, he's 11. No, he's 12. Oh wait, no, he's 13. he turned 13 in March, and I'm still like, on what day, what day, what day, what day, what year. Okay, so my cat's going through all my stuff. I probably should let, like, the other night I tried to, like, keep him out of the room. It actually, technically, it wasn't keeping him out of the room. It was just trying to be more quiet because Owen was waking up, and so I was afraid I was going to wake Owen up. So I was trying to be more quiet, and so I closed the door. And he he was not taking that at all, and he kept going, trying to hit the door to get in, and he succeeded. He won. So anyways, but he just wanted to do what he wanted to do, and now he's already gone. So there you go. But he was distracting me, so Owen had a pretty good day. He woke up extremely early, so there was that. But he was at least in a good mood for the whole day, or at least, that in general. He knows that he's not going to his grandma's house tomorrow. She has something else that she has to do, and so she told him last week. She made sure that he knew that she was not going to be available, and so even though she told him, there's always still that, thought process with him that that's not really what she means, and that he's still going to get to go. And so we talked about it all day today. We went through it several times. We've talked about it for many days, but again, multiple times today. So he said he knows that he's not going to his grandma's tomorrow, but I feel like that's part of the reason he woke up so early last night. He was up, all my days are blending together. He was up probably around 3 this morning or earlier. And so it was a long night. But he gets stuck on something, and he doesn't know how to handle it or think through it with timing and everything like that. So we have to go through and kind of work on that. But like I said, at least he was in a good mood, and when he came home from school, he was very talkative, and I always like his words. They always mean so much to me because I know how hard it was for him, when he was first learning how to talk, and still, there's a lot of words and letters and things that he, it's complicated for him. So I know what he goes through to even do what he does now. So I'm very, very thankful for all of it and where we are at with his language skills and everything. He's excited because he's going to be starting speech again. He was in speech. He has speech through school, but we had him in speech in an outside therapy place, and he I can't talk today. His therapist, she left on maternity leave, and she wasn't going to come back. She was going to stay home with her kids, and so he hasn't had one for a while. But with my schedule, with lots of the chemo and surgery and everything, I wasn't in a real hurry to get him back into therapy speech, because I knew he had it at school, and they didn't have an extra therapist. They were looking to hire different ones and everything, so he's now going to get back into it. But I'm excited that he is, and I'm ready for him to. Oh, we almost had a incident there. I had paint, and there was a big old long strand in it. A lot of times when I paint crosses, I do the cross first and then the flowers. I shouldn't say a lot of times. 99.9% of the time. I think this is the first time that I've done it like this, where I paint some flowers and then do it. I've done other crosses where I do have paint the cross afterwards, but it's more like when I do my wings and things like that. So but oh, there we go. I'm just off the beaten path here. I did not mean to make it that wide. That's okay. It's just paint. I've said it before. Say it again. Oh, and I almost lost my brush. We're just having a time. I'm sleepy. I'm definitely sleepy, so I'm a little more delirious than I usually am, which, if you've been watching for a while, if I paint at night, I'm most of the time ready for bed. When I was younger, I never needed sleep. I mean, I was always like, if I got a couple hours of sleep a night, I was doing really, really good. And so now my thyroid has decided that it needs sleep all the time. And then now that I'm in the right now I'm at the end of all of my journey, and so I'm doing the infusions for maintenance. I had my chemo infusions early on before my surgery, and so I have 8 more left to go, and I posted on Facebook earlier on my pages that I'm pretty cranky at this point, because I'm having some minor complications with my eyes and some different things, and none of it my doctors all know, and my eye doctor, she's watching everything, and it wasn't anything that wouldn't rectify itself and not serious. I mean, that would require surgery or anything like that, but she is continuing to watch me while I have the rest of my infusions and things. So it's just, it's coming up on a year that this started for me, and so I'm just tired. I'm just tired. It's not quite a year. It'll be a year in July that I started the testing and things, so it's getting there. But by the time I finish with the treatments, it should be sometime in October, and then it will take them a while to technically release me, like, from my surgeon and everything, because she follows up to make sure. They all kind of do. I can go to any of them at any point, but that's kind of where it's at. So probably somewhere around October should be done with my infusions, and then like I said, released at some point after that. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I think I'm just gonna put little line over that. I like to do kind of the mixing and the matching of, like, how certain things go on top or behind, or that type of thing. So I think I was going to attempt to do one up here, but I feel like it's going to complicate it if I do too many more. So we're just going to let it be. And I'm going to do O for Owen, and then L, and B. A train just started going by, and we're supposed to get bad storms tonight, and I thought, oh my word, is that lightning or thunder? Not lightning, thunder. And then I realized it was on the train tracks. But anyways, so last night my head was in the way of the camera, and I think I moved it enough tonight that I shouldn't be in the way, but we'll see. So I appreciate each and every one of you being on the journey with us. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.